Hey guys, what's going on? So in the video today, I'm very excited because in today's video, I'm going to be talking about these pants right here. These are some of the most incredible pants I've ever worn in my entire life. I'm not just saying that. So these are from a shop in Portland, Oregon called Grease Point Workwear. So these are the work jean in 16-ounce Melange Selvedge canvas. Huge thanks to my friend Jimmy who sent me these, because he got these and they actually didn't fit him right, and so he just decided instead of like selling them, he'd just donate them to me and I could try them out because I basically have the same size waist he does. And so typically I gravitate towards denim or pants with 14-inch leg openings. I found that that's like my favorite. Looking at the pictures on the website, they do look boxier than I'm normally used to, but actually that's perfect because I realized recently that I do need to stray from my normal cut, I guess, if you will. My favorite pant is the J. Crew 484. It's the slim pant that J. Crew runs. It's not their super skinny one. It's not their tapered standard 770, which is their most popular, is the 770. But my favorite's the 484. It took me a while to graduate into that. And since then, I've been sort of just wearing the 14-inch leg opening pants for what seems like 5, 6, 7 years now. I rarely stray from that. Like my suit pants are a little wider. I want to say that the pants from my suits, those are like 8-inch or 7.5. They're still slim, but they're not super slim. Anyways, I really like the look of a slim pant, but a lot of my friends, they actually recommend having like a range of pant leg openings, and so that's why I was very open to that idea, because I've been sort of shopping for wider leg pants recently. I'm very happy to have gotten these from Jimmy. Again, Jimmy, thank you so much, my friend. You are the man. You didn't have to do this, but I've really been loving these, really been enjoying these. First off, the color, it's a super cool color. They call it melange, but yeah, it's like it's got a lot of greens. It's actually a blend of 3 different colors that I can identify. I see like a light brown, I see a white stitch, and then I see green stitching. And so what that does, that sort of coalesces into a very earthy color profile, but it does look like a workman's type of a pant. I did have them hemmed. I think I got 2 inches hemmed off, which was cool. These are selvage. They've got a really neat selvage ID in there. It's the same color as the pants, except the selvage ID is going to have a red and white stitching along that. Now these pants are true workhorses. The first couple times I wore these, they actually rubbed my thighs raw because of just how dense. This is almost like that duck material. It's 16 ounces, super duper heavy duty material. I mean, and it doesn't stretch. And so it did sort of rub my thighs kind of raw, which is kind of cool. I'm not really used to that. Denim typically doesn't do that to me, but this is another beast altogether. And then what else is really cool is it's got these really awesome copper rivets throughout. And what's kind of funny is there's even copper rivets here on the inner thigh. So if you're like outside and it's cold, these rivets will get cold and you could feel them on your leg. I think that's kind of neat. Some people might not like that, but I think it's kind of a cool feature. It just reminds you of how overbuilt and how well built this denim is. I also like that it's not your standard inky indigo denim. I like that it's a different color fabric. So we've got button fly. I have an affinity for copper. It's too bad copper just keeps going up in price. The rivets that I typically order in copper, I used to be able to get them for 30 bucks for a set of 100. Now it's like $45 for a set of 100 rivets. So the cost of copper definitely went up recently. So I've stuck to brass. I still love copper, but I'm gonna have to start using brass hardware in my stuff because it is cheaper and honestly more durable. Copper is actually pretty soft. So, but for the application of a pant, it's very good. Yeah, so we've got button fly, 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons, size 32. This is made in the USA, again by Grease Point Workwear. Quality, beauty, durability. It's got a really cool leather patch with the GP for Grease Point Workwear on the back. We've got 2 back pockets. One of my favorite things about these pants, they're just so manly. They just scream workman. They've got really wide belt loops. The pockets are really nice, roomy, generous. And then one of my favorite parts about the configuration of this pant, one of my favorite features of this pant, the configuration, is there's an extra additional panel right here that they stitch on top of the standard leg that offers reinforcement. Basically knee, thigh, and shin reinforcement all throughout here. And so it really just gives you so much extra padding. Like these were built to be able to be worn forever. Like, good luck wearing through these. 16 ounces on top of, so here we have a 16-ounce panel stitched on top of the 16-ounce leg. It's like 32 ounces right here along the leg. That is insane. Another really, really cool feature is there's a little tool pocket right here on the back of your leg too, that you can fit something in. It's also double riveted in with copper rivets. The back pockets here, double riveted in and stitched, double rivets. So they're just so overbuilt. And then this protection panel here is also riveted in a very stylish way. I like how it sort of slopes here instead of just being a square. It really is just such a good style, such a good configuration. Not to mention along the seams. I don't want to leave out any detail here because they put so much effort into the design, I can tell. The inseam here is triple stitched. The protection panel here is double stitched around the perimeter. Yeah, I have to go slow because I'll miss something. Any points of stress is going to be extra reinforced with more stitches. Yeah, along the buttock region here, triple stitched here, triple stitched down the center. The more I look at these, the more impressed I am by just everything that went into it. I could tell they put more reinforcement stitches at the crotch. So what's really cool also, like I said, the more I analyze, the more you can see. Like on the inside, you can see the triple stitching along the center, along the back. And then what's really cool is they also installed a placket here. The placket is simply this flap here that basically you button up. You can button up the button fly, and then you have a placket that covers over that. But basically the buttons go in there and then they don't show on the outside because there's another flap here that covers that. And so the buttons are concealed, so you don't know what's going on in there. Leaves a lot to the imagination, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's called a hidden button placket if you want to get super technical. Some of my coats have that too. Some of my button-up wool coats have that as well. Also on the interior of the button fly is more selvage stitching. In every way, just very, very impressive. Let's turn that leg inside out. Let's see what's going on the inside here. I love doing this because you can see the full selvage seam all the way up. And this is neat. So you have the selvage seam, and you can see here where it splits. It splits off. So here it gets conjoined, but here's the selvage seam. It's opened so that you can see it when you cuff, and then it conjoins and comes together along the out seam there. You can see the rivets, the hardware of the rivets on the inside. So cool. This is what I was talking about when these are cold and I'm walking around, I feel that touching my leg. And again, some guys might not like that. I think it's cool. I think it's a nice reminder of just to say, hey, your pants have literally have metal rivets and literally copper hardware built into it. We have a coin pocket here in addition to the main pocket, and you only have that on the right side, which is cool. It just shows that they gave thought and attention to every last detail of this jean. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with these because I could wear these with my engineers. This is one pair of pants that my Renav Goods, my stitched down Patina Thunderdome pair, my Renav Goods engineers, the shaft of that boot fits very well within the leg opening of this. I'm very happy for that. I don't sleep. So let me read a little bit about this from the Grease Point Workwear website. So it says, this is the pant that Grease Point Workwear was built on. A fit with room to move up top, but a tapered leg for a cut that's not restricting but looks good. Designed with work in mind and without cutting corners on any component or detail. You can say that again. So it features a relaxed tapered fit, reinforced knee panels, triple stitched felled seams, back pockets lined with a 12-ounce canvas, turn of the century workwear inspired front pockets, all seams clean finished on the side, one-piece selvage fly, double thick belt loops. It's made of 16-ounce Melange Selvedge canvas, 12-ounce natural canvas pocket bags, sewn with Tex 80 tonal thread from A&E, North Carolina, USA. Raw copper rivets from YKK, Kentucky, USA. Raw copper 2-prong tack buttons from YKK, Kentucky. Domestically sourced vegetable tan leather patch on back waistband. Designed, patterned, cut, sewn, and finished in our small workshop. Fabric notes. 16-ounce Melange Selvedge canvas. This fabric is crisp and takes a good bit of break-in, but softens up nicely. Sanforized, meaning pre-shrunk. Wash in cold water, hang dry, avoid the dryer and hot water. It's got a knife pocket you can select to have installed on the right or left. Jimmy had his installed on the right. So for the size 32, the true waist is actually 33 inches. The thigh is 13.25 inch. The knee is 9.3 inches. The leg opening is 8.1, a full inch higher than what I normally do. The front rise is 11 inches and a quarter. The back rise is 15.25 inch. Chances are good that you will wear your typical waist size in grease point workwear. Pants should fit snug when first tried on because they will stretch about 1 to 1.5 in the waist after a few days of wear. For more sizing info, please check the size guide. Don't hesitate to contact info@greasepointworkwear.com with questions. All measurements taken in inches as they should be. Inseam, please leave a note at checkout with your desired inseam length, 26 to 38 inches. Most fabrics will shrink about an inch in length, so erring on the longer side is recommended. So let me read a little bit about Grease Point Workwear themselves. So I hadn't actually heard of Grease Point Workwear, but then looking on Instagram, most of my friends already follow them and have followed them for a while, so I'm like out of the loop. Grease Point Workwear was born out of the desire to create something beautiful, functional, and enduring. I am inspired by my upbringing in a hard-working family on an organic farm in Colorado, and longtime passion for skateboarding and its style-centric culture. I make clothing with work in mind, using the best materials available while placing high importance on detail and aesthetic. A truly talented guy, I have to say. I really like the work that he's doing. The stuff is expensive. This is a $350 pant, but it's made in the USA and you're supporting a small maker. In my opinion, it doesn't get any better than that. That's truly the heart and spirit of the items that I pursue. And he makes a lot of other really good looking stuff. I'm looking at the website now. They do a lot of vests, orchard vest in tan. Premium workwear built with materials that are beautiful and durable. From design to packaging your order, every step of the process is done in our shop in Oregon. We are a 3-person team that really likes to make clothes and then make better clothes. We make most garments to order. This allows us to offer a wide range of styles, sizes, fabric options, and still make everything ourselves. Executing our designs exactly the way we imagined without cutting corners, we specialize in high-end work clothes using the finest raw materials available. So yes, they're on Instagram, they're on YouTube. In my opinion, this is like sort of the epitome of bringing garment making back to the United States, making stuff proudly in the United States. They're sort of going after my heart in terms of like sourcing the best materials imaginable and then making them themselves. So while their stuff is expensive, every purchase that you make with them is truly helping an organic, homegrown, grassroots, small batch garment maker. American made. I think that's very inspirational. As a bag maker myself now, I can say that, yeah, I appreciate literally everything that I see here. I mean, I'm sort of a newbie to this brand, but I can tell you already, I support them 100%. Yeah, in fact, just to give an idea, this is a little sneak peek of a leather apron that I'm building for my friend Pablo, who's a cobbler in Canada. And I also do rivets at the pockets at the top, and then I stitch the pocket on. It's enough to just stitch the pocket on, but I like a nice warm copper rivet to complement and add support to the pocket. I'll be doing a separate video on this, but I just kind of wanted to show how I myself have the rivets in mind when I build my things. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Please leave your thoughts about Grease Point Workwear in the comments below. I will leave a link to this denim and to Grease Point Workwear, as well as a link to their Instagram and their YouTube channel. Go give them a follow. I think what they're doing is really special. With the way the world's going these days, I think it's our responsibility to make sure that small makers like this make it, because it's a very tough business. I can tell you now that after starting leatherwork myself, it's incredibly challenging. Like, between designing the stuff, sourcing all the materials, I can't tell you how many times I sit down to start. It's like finally I clear out one project and then I sit down to start doing the other one, and it's like an issue comes up, like, oh, I didn't finalize this detail with the customer, or oh, I'm low on this type of rivet, or oh, I need to order more D-rings or more hardware of some kind. Oh, I'm running out of this thread. Oh crap. There's so many moving parts, and any little thing could delay the process by days and weeks. I haven't truly slept in years. Not to mention the cost of materials has gone up, so it's getting more and more expensive for these small makers. I'm really inspired by seeing guys doing things that I'm doing now. Nobody's getting rich. Like, trust me, I don't believe that these guys at Grease Point Workwear are getting rich doing this. It's probably it's a very difficult thing. Kind of like restaurants. It's kind of like, yeah, to be an entrepreneur these days, it's incredibly difficult. You have to work at it every day. You got to blood, sweat, and tears every single day. And while something like that they're selling seems expensive, trust me, you're probably paying like 40% for the materials, and then the rest is going to them for designing, making, shipping, putting it together, packaging, posting about it on Instagram, putting it on YouTube. Like, it is a lot of work. So I really appreciate anybody who's working as an entrepreneur doing this sort of thing. It is not easy at all, I can tell you that. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. Go give Grease Point Workwear a follow. I'll leave all the links in the description below. And anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll see y'all in my next video.